Y'all know me by now, how I'm always talking about city vibes. City vibes this, city vibes that. I was raised in a big city, and one of my favorite cities is New York City. And so yes, naturally, I have a comfort and attraction to the city that I'll probably always have. Totally okay with that. I've come close to getting real good city vibes from a couple cities here in Germany, but I can't help but feel that there's some place in Germany that's just got to give me those big city feels. I might have found it. I mean, so far.
This is almost just like the underground back in New York City, and I'm getting mad throwback vibes from just that. So crazy enough, I found something very similar to this back when I was in Köln in Cologne. You find all kinds of shops and stores, mini shopping places, and access to the other trains and things like that. This goes all around this place, and there's escalators out of every direction of it. And it is also amazingly cooler down here than it is up on the street level. It seems that through this area, a lot of the places are closed up. I don't know if this happened because of the pandemic or what, but a lot of these places are still closed. The lights are off in this area. They're saving electricity. KFC though. What?
Now, I definitely didn't want to be judgmental, but I had heard some aggressive language coming from this direction. I needed to stop by this store to get me some gum, so I wanted to get in and out because, quite frankly, these boys looked like they was up to no good, and I didn't want to be involved in no shenanigans, so, yeah.
Also, Polizei presence. You even got people playing like instruments and stuff, getting tips, just like in New York City. This one's going even deeper into the ground. Good stuff, good stuff.
One of the things I've come to get used to while doing what I'm doing is getting the looks towards a guy that's talking and recording himself on a camera. I've come to get used to this because it just comes with the territory. I'm a content creator, so content is what I do. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't get awkward at times. It absolutely does.
Apparently this leads to the S-Bahn.
The S-Bahn, which stands for the Schnellbahn or the rapid train, is the connecting train between all the suburbs, the city centers, and main rail stations. And the reason I pointed that out is because I didn't know the S-Bahn ran so deep, as I'm already on the lower level, and the S-Bahn was found even lower into the ground.
And yes, all of this is underground, all of it.
I can say that no matter what city I visit these at, I do rather love the underground life. There's just something about it. It feels like a whole different world. It feels like you're escaping what's above ground and you're getting away from all the troubles of above ground, and you have everything you need. And if you ever need a little sunshine, you can just come up for it, but you keep in the back of your mind that you can always go back and hide down below. Being back above ground, I discovered that it was hot as hell. I needed a refreshing, cool drink, and this was just the place. I'm glad I found it.
Crossing the street, it could get pretty crowded at times and pretty packed, and you have to follow the traffic.
And of course, the biggest similarities amongst big cities is going to be massive amounts of people and touristy areas. Here in the Frankfurt Center is where I found just that. I was told that today wasn't the worst it could get down here, and for the most part, everyone just seemed to be chilling and enjoying themselves, just really enjoying the summer day.
I'll tell you what's awesome though, it's having a park with restaurants right near you. The place I just showed you is actually right on the other side of this, and you have all of these restaurants and the park area right out the front door.
Who can relate?
Now this is one of the main things that people call this the Manhattan of Germany. Tall skyscrapers, buildings all over the place. That's one of the things that makes this place relatable to people that are from the big city. Stuff like this. Hey, look, we're being watched. Now here's where you can get a good look at the buildings and the tall buildings that we're surrounded by. You can see these over here are some of the tallest. There's ones here behind the tree, as well as ones in the distance off over there. And you can't tell it on the camera, but we really are surrounded. And then there's this one here, and then these over on this side. So if you like city things, that'll be one of the things you like when you come here. I think my most favorite thing about the city and these city vibes that I often talk about is how invisible you become. There's so many people in the city that everybody kind of blends in. You don't really notice any one particular person. Whereas in most like small towns and villages, you don't see that many people. So people are more likely to notice you and gawk at you and stare at you. In the middle of the city, you just kind of blend in with everybody. And that's cool every now and then. I like it. And check this out.